Hello everybody, the Lawn Gnome is here.
Bit of a moron, actually.
So for this month's One That Got Away, we're going to talk about a movie that I was very excited to see. Based on the trailers and my attitude towards comedic films these days, this one really looked like it had the potential to be a fantastic, clever comedy. But then when I saw what the YouTube community was saying about it and how Rotten Tomatoes and all the critics just basically took a dump on it, I said, maybe this is not worth $10 to $12 at the local theater. But still, when I look back at those trailers and I look at this amazing cast that stars Gwyneth Paltrow, Ewan McGregor, and of course Johnny Depp, playing a comedic character outside of Captain Jack Sparrow, Mortdecai was a movie that I knew I was going to end up seeing eventually. So Mortdecai is the story of Charlie Mortdecai, a very dignified, or at least thinks he's dignified, art collector and art dealer / entrepreneur who basically gets called up by a mutual friend of his and his wife Joanna's named Alistair, who is one of the major heads at the British police, and he needs him to help him on this caper in regards to a stolen painting, which ends up being a rarity, which possibly could lead to a lost Nazi treasure from World War II. Seems simple enough to follow, right? Now that I've sat down and saw this movie, I understand why everybody trashed this movie. It's as if the movie's Austin Powers and the Pink Panther met at a bar one night. There you go. Excellent potential. And then they went back to somebody's bedroom and had the sloppiest sex you could ever imagine. That is what happens with Mortdecai. It had so much potential, but it is just a big mess. It's a 1 hour and 55-minute movie that just has so much going on, and it's all out of sync, it's all out of order. Sometimes you wonder what's going on in the story, why is it happening now, shouldn't this happen before, and even the comedy, even though it looks really good at first, it really ends up falling flat because of the fact that a lot of it is overdone. There's a lot of running gags, and I am a huge fan of the running gag, and even that ends up getting overdone. Is the acting bad in this movie? No, as a matter of fact, the acting is quite good, because I kind of feel that that is one of the main reasons why I kept going till the very end of this movie. Normally, when I'm really not having a good time, I just like to turn the movie off and say, screw this, but Johnny Depp is really what kept me going in this movie, because I really respect him as an actor, and when he actually became Jack Sparrow in Pirates of the Caribbean, I loved the fact that he didn't play this lonesome, brooding, dark figure. I liked the fact that he was comedic, and I will say that in regards to Charlie Mortdecai's character, Johnny Depp played the foppiest of British idiots that I have ever seen in a movie. He puts Hugh Grant to shame. I thought that Jeff Goldblum and Olivia Munn were pretty good, even though Ewan McGregor does have a major role. He still seems like he's in the background, but I liked Ewan McGregor in this movie, and I liked Gwyneth Paltrow as well. I thought that her chemistry with Johnny Depp was really good. But I also loved Paul Bettany. Paul Bettany has been in a lot of movies, but not that many people know how many movies he's been in. Right now, his claim to fame is the Marvel Cinematic Universe, where he's played Jarvis for so many years, and now he's finally in the movie in his own full form as the Vision. And in this movie, he plays Charlie Mortdecai's manservant, which is hilarious, because we don't know if Charlie Mortdecai really is a wealthy guy, but he just has to have a manservant. And how many times Paul Bettany's character Jock took falls, whether it was breaking bones, getting hit by cars, or even getting shot at by adversaries, and sometimes Mortdecai himself, he just shook it off because he liked the guy. I thought that that was really funny until the movie kept progressing, and even that got dull. In the end, Mortdecai is definitely not the greatest film at all. As a matter of fact, it's a mess, and it's terrible. Did I get a laugh? Yeah, I did get a laugh most of the time when Johnny Depp was on screen, because he was pretty funny. And believe it or not, this is a movie that I would actually be okay with seeing again, because I have seen worse. Believe me, I've seen worse. But if I was with a whole bunch of people and they said, let's watch a stupid movie tonight, who wants to watch Mortdecai? I'd watch it again, because at least I know I will remember the parts of the movie that did make me laugh and did keep me entertained, so I would be able to sit through this movie again. And also because of the fact that it moves so fast, you don't feel like you really lost that much time in your life. So you can definitely get those almost 2 hours back. But I don't plan on seeing this movie like millions of times. I don't plan on getting this movie on DVD, but watching it maybe once or twice or maybe even 3 times at most in the future, yeah, I'm sure I could tolerate it. But Mortdecai is going to be getting 1.5 out of 4 from me. So thank you very much, everybody, for watching. I'd love to hear your thoughts on Mortdecai. Please put your comments in the box below and let's have a discussion. And I'll see you in the next one. Actions speak louder than words.